Kuhn Cassius, IFL TV, here with Frank Warren. Frank, you got a jet to catch, or what's going on?
I got New York, mate.
Straight to New York. Yeah, eventful press conference. You were playing security guard.
It was a good press conference, wasn't it?
You were right in the middle of that, weren't you?
Say it again?
A little head-to-head between them.
No, I don't know. Nothing going wrong, do we? The way out that way?
Yeah, you go that way, Frank.
Lovely
Suit, sir.
Cheers.
What did you make of the press conference today, Frank?
I thought it was very good, didn't you?
Yeah.
Exciting. Lots of. I'll give you. You're right.
Yeah, all good. I'm good for it.
Tyson trying to spar Deontay in the press conference.
He was quite serious. He was serious.
Were you the ref in that, Frank?
What, mate? No, I'll save it all for the first. I don't want nothing going wrong before that.
You wouldn't think anything like that would happen at a BT studio, but I suppose with Tyson and Deontay around, anything can happen.
It's what you would call excitable guys.
So, venue obviously we know now is Staples Centre, so yeah, you pleased to sort of...
Am I pleased? Yeah, I'm absolutely pleased. You pleased?
Yeah, a little trip to LA.
Right, yeah, well, it's a big trip.
How serious was Vegas and Mandalay Bay? Was that?
It's all gone. All we've got to worry about is where it's going on now. That's the main thing. It's going on in a great venue where the last really, one of the big quality heavyweight title fights took place between Klitschko and Lennox Lewis. Same venue. So if it's half as good as that fight, it's going to be a great fight.
Is this a win over Wilder? Would it top the Klitschko night? It doesn't for Tyson,
Yeah.
he says, but...
Well, do I? Yeah, well, I don't know really, because he was unfancied in that fight. A lot of people think he's the underdog in this one. We'll see.
Because people obviously are learning not to write Tyson off in these situations, Frank.
Well, how can you write him off in any situation? He's undefeated lineal champion. He's done everything that's been asked of him, and more.
Tyson point blank refused to talk about Anthony Joshua today. You knew he was probably going to get 1,000,001 questions, and he didn't want to talk about
It's
that
not
because
about Anthony
it's
Joshua.
not about
Forget him. Who cares? Now let Anthony Joshua doing his own thing. He's going to fight Dylan White, and let him get on with that. We've got a real fight on. We've got the two lineal champion, WBC champion, both undefeated, big characters, top of their game. Not an old guy, not a rematch between somebody who's just been beaten and you're recycling again. This is a real fight, proper fight. What the fans want to see, the best fight, the best.
Frank, I will have to ask you a little update on the Billy Joe Saunders situation.
Well, Bill's very simple. First of all, everybody wants the fight to go on. Even Matchroom, they said they wanted the fight to go on. They're the promoters of the event. We want it to go on. Bill wants to go on. I understand Andrade does. This VADA thing is, they're not a governing, they're not a body that can have a hearing or anything. They just do a test. Their test criteria is different than UCAD, than WADA, who do all the testing in the Olympics, different than the Boxing Board of Control. So we're talking about a nose spray here, a nasal spray. That's what it's about. So let the fight go on. Everyone wants the fight to go on. There's no one doesn't want it to go on, so what's the problem?
Is it going to come down to what happens with the Massachusetts Commission, how they deem it?
I'm sure it will, but why wouldn't they want the fight to go on? As I say, these organisations, he's a current licensed British Boxing Board of Control. Sorry, he's currently licensed by the British Boxing Board of Control. He's not suspended, he's done nothing wrong, and that's where he's at. UCAD, he's complied with all their tests. Bill's had about 6 tests this year. UCAD tests and so forth, and he's passed them all.
I mean, the situation with whether it being in competition or how they deem it to be in competition.
That's how they do it. VADA have an in-competition law, regulation, ruling, and all the other organisations have a out of competition, and that was an out of competition situation. So that's where we're at with that one. At the end of the day, the governing in America, the American have an equivalent of UCAD, and theirs is the same as UCAD and WADA, not VADA, WADA.
Yeah.
So let's get the fight on.
Do you believe that the fight will go on, Frank?
I hope it will. I'll be very, very disappointed it does, because if for any reason somebody tries to take, if there's a problem with Bill's title and anything, then I think there's going to be real serious repercussions.
Have you spoken to the WBO, I'm assuming, Frank, about the situation?
They're waiting for evidence. I mean, everyone's waiting for the evidence and so forth. If the B test the B sample gets tested by UCAD, and they say it's out of competition, then tell me how that works.
But he's got the hearing soon, I believe. He's in Canada now.
Well, they should bring that hearing forward. I hope they do, but it is what it is at the moment.
Hopefully the situation will resolve itself.
Right, mate.
So you're off to New York now?
I've got to go now.
All right, Frank. Well, listen, I've
Okay.
looked you right
I'll
to your
see
car.
you where you'll see you. How about that?
Frank Warren, thank you very much for talking to iFull TV, and we'll
you,
definitely
yeah,
catch up
man.
with
Be
you.
good.
Safe flight,
Thanks.
all right?
See you.
Cheers, Frank.